Listen closely, traveller of the galaxy, for the story I'm about to share is both ancient and timeless. It unfolds not on any single world, but across dimensions where light and shadow wage eternal war. I am Seraphine, the cosmic teacher, and today I unveil the saga of Norea and the Archons' dominion, a tale of courage, wisdom, and resistance against cosmic oppression. Long ago, in a luminous realm shrouded in mist, the Archons rose. These malevolent beings, forged in the flawed creation of the Demiurge, sought dominion over matter and mankind. They created intricate webs designed to enslave the minds of humanity, weaving lies to keep the divine spark within every soul buried under layers of deception. The Archons, with their towering metallic forms and blank, glowing visages, manipulated the fabric of reality itself, altering perceptions to ensure their rule remained unquestioned. Their leader, a fearsome entity who thought himself the ultimate creator, was known as Yaldabaoth, a name whispered in dread across the dimensions. But within the threads of this dominion, a beacon of defiance emerged, a radiant, intelligent being known as Norea. Unlike others, Norea could see through the illusions cast by the Archons. She was no ordinary humanoid. Her silver hair shimmered under starlight, and her eyes glowed with the brilliance of galaxies, a testament to the divine spark thundering within her. Norea was different, and the difference was dangerous. The Archons tried to capture her, to bend her will, but Norea's spirit burned too brightly. They surrounded her one fateful day in the labyrinthine halls of the dimension of corridors, their imposing forms blocking every exit like a storm cloud, blotting out a twin sun. One among them, her mechanical voice a harsh mimic of kindness, said, "Submit, and we will grant you peace. Rebel, and face oblivion." But Norea was unshaken. She raised her arms, a single pulse of golden energy spiraling outward, pushing back the Archons. "You may child the stars, but you will never own their light," she declared, her voice resonating like a symphony at odds with their cacophony. Indeed, this confrontation was her beginning, not her end. In the depth of her defiance, Norea sought the wisdom of the first thought, known colloquially as the Sophia, the primordial knower of all mysteries. Sophia appeared to her in an astral plane of cascading streams of liquid light. A voice, softer than the subtlest harp, whispered directly into Norea's mind. "Daughter of the light, your courage alone cannot defeat the profound darkness. You must awaken others, for only together can humanity rise." Guided by Sophia, Norea journeyed through countless realms, and within each, she planted seeds of awakening. On the industrial world of Gredston, where workers toiled endlessly for the Archons' massive factories, she spoke of the divine spark hidden even in the lowliest of machines. "You are more than cogs in their great clockwork," she told them. On the verdant moon of Astrovicor, where philosophical councils were silenced by the Archons' ban, she encoded her teachings into crystalline glyphs and buried them in the ethereal soil, waiting for future eras to unearth them. Every act of rebellion rippled across the cosmos. The Archons grew restless and irate. They conjured great storms of radiation to obliterate planets suspected of harboring her teachings. But with every erased artifact, another world received enlightenment. The flame was impossible to snuff out. One day, as she meditated atop a towering peak beneath a nebula of cascading greens and purples, the Archons came again, this time with Yaldabaoth himself at the forefront. If the Archons were storm clouds, Yaldabaoth was the hurricane. His grotesque amalgamation of machine and flesh moved unnaturally, his presence warping the reality around him. "Kneel!" he thundered, his voice vibrating through the fabric of space. "You defy the divine order!" Norea stood firm, even as the winds of his power swirled around her. "Divine?" she countered. "You are nothing but a shadow cast by a brighter light." Yaldabaoth roared and launched a sphere of condensed chaos directly at her. But Norea, empowered by Sophia's teachings and the collective awakening she had sparked, raised her arms again. This time, the surrounding stars dimmed, their energy flowing into her. A luminous barrier formed just as the chaotic sphere collided with her defense, shattering it in a radiant explosion that sent the Archons recoiling in retreat. The battle against Yaldabaoth spoke volumes, but it was merely symbolic of a larger war, one fought not with weapons, but with wisdom, courage, and the awakening of truth. Though battered, Norea stood resilient. "There is no victory in control, Yaldabaoth," she declared. "Only in unshackled freedom can divinity thrive." Eventually, Yaldabaoth and his Archons retreated to their corrupt astral citadel, their omnipotence now in question. And while the galaxies did not suddenly fall free of their grip, a shift had occurred. Norea's actions served as a herald of the eventual defeat of these false rulers. And so, the tale of Norea reminds us not to blindly accept what we see, for the systems of power are oft fueled by illusions. Somewhere deep within, we hold a spark, a divine resonance that calls us to question, to awaken, and to rise. This spark connects us to the infinite, to the true creator behind the veil. Let this be your call to seek light amidst the shadows, dear traveller of the stars. For in the vast expanse of the cosmos, the whisper of truth carries across eons, speaking to those willing to listen. And remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the defiance of it in the pursuit of ultimate freedom. Seek, awaken, and rise, for the battle for human consciousness is far from over.